With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Three and out, a real danger here on the opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Watson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
That's a good example that defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there, and they're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Just like that, pick up a 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Bring it a little easier, so as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Go.
This time Jackson will throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays, try and go to those spots, and get your offense moving.
Looking deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On first down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Watson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Jackson. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Missed on his first 3 passes, was out for 3. And now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
He turns it. Report!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. The Ravens at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the Bills are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And no time now.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They push him back 9 yards that time. Second down. Now Charles dealing with the 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets him just as he was letting him go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's
guy,
going on the defensive side?
it's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and say that says, "No indecision on 3rd and 1." And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephen Weatherly drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Pollard going to try the right side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
You.
Almost there, so let's make a play here.
Yo.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the 4 now, third and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come out in the pistol. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Sly on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And some room to work. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The drive will start with an option going left. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. Pass incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Quick, ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this one is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's out right at the 25.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Watson. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. And I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And they do finally get him at the 12. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On second down, it's Pollard. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. Now it's Jackson. And that will be caught, but out of... Says the field judge, it's ruled incomplete. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Jackson's going to keep it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just look into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. Their next drive, they can make this a 3-possession game.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, here's Watson. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and sending him back on the sand.
Well, they did a pretty good job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
On second and a long way to go. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
3rd and long, it's Watson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And now Watson throws another interception. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are and hopefully they can correct them.
After the interception, here's Jackson dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Four yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Pollard again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Fine time to his, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, it's Watson. And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 4th down. Here's Jackson. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
Hey, hey.
Here's Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. Jackson going to run, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Jackson down. Throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there at seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The extra point by Slay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a night. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll pitch this out to Pollard. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Jackson running again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop it. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Ravens, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.